Hello everyone, welcome back to Rayman Origins. In this part, we continue the sea of serendipity. There, I did it. Serendipity. Oh, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
Rayman just has that hoodie on.
Oh, man. You know...
What, the fucking Supremo one?
Yeah, the one with the flat brim, and...
yeah. I just immediately think of Goku whenever I think of that fucking sweater.
Oh, man. I'm just... Okay. What mascot platformer is most likely to wear those kinds of things to attempt to look cool to the youth, but
Let's see.
Crash Bandicoot.
Rascal.
It'll be... I hate how fucking accurate that is. Holy shit.
Because those, like, that sweatshirt and that hat are like the modern version of the 2000s and 90s backwards baseball hat, right?
It'd be an alternate costume in Crash Bandicoot.
It would be a alternate. No, we don't get that anymore because Activision doesn't want us to have nice things.
No.
Also because they suck. But
are you saying we don't get alternate costumes anymore because Activision doesn't want us to have nice things, or that we don't get Crash Live?
I mean, both. I mean, Activision will give you alternate costumes for $3.99 a pop on the DLC store.
No, $3.99 on the season pass. You have to subscribe to.
Oh yeah, you get the season pass and you get 10 free rolls for the 100 alternate costumes.
Thinking about it, it's kind of fucking miraculous that we got so many alternate costumes as unlockables in Crash 4. But, you know,
was it only like the PS1 model that was DLC?
It was like
there was like one or two others.
It was like the hip, cool like beanie and
like the street clothes
costumes
basically
were like pre-order bonuses, but everything else was stuff that you had to unlock in the game.
I would agree. It's actually miraculous that we got that many options just in the game itself and not in a shop.
Have you ever noticed
after Nitro Fuel
how gamers have hated that shit since like 2009 when it first started, and have been saying that they hate that shit since 2009 when it first started, and yet it never went away?
That's because there's always
non-gamers
willing to buy the games.
Yeah, I was gonna say the amount of people that do buy that shit grossly outnumber those that will complain about it. And at the end of the day, what is it that they care for?
It's almost as if the people who don't care about things tend not to say anything.
Wait, are you telling me there's a silent majority,
yeah,
Lewis?
Yeah, pretty much in every case of everything ever. Hey, okay, so...
I mean, why do you have to be right, though? Can't you just be wrong for once?
Please, I need that clout.
Okay, sure. 2 + 2 = 6.
Ha! You're wrong. It's 7. Loser. Huh.
That was your one time.
4.
That was your one time.
I know, right?
Take that clip out of context and just use it as bait later. It's like, Lewis is an idiot. Least favorite BrainScratch member. Can't even fucking do math.
Oh, man.
Okay,
wow.
so...
I mean, you see, if he had played Number Munchers on his computer instead of Wing Commander, then he would have known how to do
Dude,
math.
I've never played Wing Commander. I never owned a computer that could run
I like how this is just going to become the running gag. It's probably at home playing Wing Commander. I didn't play Wing Commander.
I never owned a computer that could play that could run a Wing Commander game. What kind of luxury do you think I lived in?
Is Wing Commander the one that Mark Hamill did?
Yes.
Is that the one with Tim Curry talking about capitalism?
No, that's Red Alert.
Okay. Forgive me for confusing the two. I'm sure they play nothing like each other, but as far as I'm aware, they're FMV video games in space on computer.
Wait,
so they might as well be the same game.
What did you ask?
The Tim Curry game where he's like, I'm gonna go to the one place on Earth not brought down by capitalism. Space.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't Wing Commander. Ooh.
As far as we're aware.
No,
it's Red Alert.
I know. I like to think that it's fucking...
I feel like I would have heard about it if Tim Curry ended up in Wing Commander. I know Mark Hamill pops up in Wing Commander at some point, but other than that.
I mean, Tim Curry is a great actor, don't get me wrong, but like he doesn't like necessarily bring a lot of prestige to the product cuz he'll be in anything. Really. He doesn't care. He'll be in whatever pays him. It's kind of like Snoop Dogg. It's just like if you want Snoop Dogg in your rap album, all you have to do is like make him a grilled cheese sandwich and he'll join. You know, his endorsement doesn't matter for an awful lot.
Suddenly, I feel like we're swimming through Sylvania Forest Zone. Something about
Oof.
oh, that was
Just fucking pinched.
What is Sylvania Forest Zone?
the first.
Sylvania
From
Castle
Sonic
from
4 episode.
Sonic
Whatever.
4 episode 2.
Oh,
Sylvania Castle, yeah, okay. Saying Sylvania
Oh,
Forest was like the Department of Redundancy department. I'm sorry, because of the Sylvania part of Sylvania.
is that like the one
means
level that
forest.
wasn't a completely reskin of a Sonic 1
Well,
or 2
I mean,
level?
it was kind of aquatic ruin zone, so
It was Aquatic Ruin in Marble Garden.
yeah, it was kind of like that was episode 2's thing. Rather than just reskinning one level theme, it tended to like take 2 level themes and mash them together. So like,
Which I guess requires more effort, but
so like,
Sonic 4 Episode 2 might be the most forgettable Sonic game ever made.
No,
to me.
that's episode 1 to me.
No,
I would
episode
say-
1 is memorable because it's bad. If we're talking about strictly like forgettable, I would say episode 2 is more forgettable.
are we using hindsight there as well? Or are we just talking about just first impression? Because hindsight, I would agree, because that sure as shit just didn't go anywhere.
I feel like you kind of have to. When it's the newest game in the franchise, it's kind of hard for it to be forgettable. You know, like even
I mean,
like
when you get to it, hindsight is what determines how forgettable it was.
yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
I
'Cause
mean,
I mean, man, that game is a nothing game.
the annoying parts of episode 1 stuck with me in a way that makes me never want to play it again. Episode 2 is the kind of game where I always kind of forget how I felt about it, and every 5 years or so, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go see if that was any good, because I don't remember. And then
the answer is no, it's not that good.
well, the answer is it's
yeah,
fine,
time lapse
but
and amnesia.
then I'm done with it in half an hour, and I don't go back to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention that for the most part, aside from the resolution, the Wii version of this game actually runs really well, and looks really good too. That's one thing about being on the Wii with this kind of art style is that if you don't mind the lower resolution, it still looks pretty good. The one thing that I can tell graphically is that the Wii version does not like that ship in the background there, and I don't know why.
The Wii version.
Buzzer for the hallway when
Speaking
of
of-
scenes. I was gonna ask you guys, like, are you guys are in particular like sticklers for that sort of thing? Like, if there's a multi-platform release, do you guys prioritize like the best version, whatever?
It
that
I mean, it
Depends.
depends on what I have available, of course, but
Yes, to a point. Like, I would like the best version I can get without having to spend an arm and a leg.
It depends.
yeah.
Is there a particular reason to play it on a particular platform over the others besides just technical, like, superiority? Because, like, sometimes there is. Sometimes I just can't stand the controller for a particular kind of game. Sometimes it has save file imports, so even if, like, there's one version that's technically better, I kind of want to use the version that's connected to the platform I already have a save import for, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like in the case for this game, like, it's the same game, it's just a little bit blurrier, but still looks pretty good, and it saves me from having to figure out what's wrong with my PC version or buy a new console. So I say it's fine. Or like Control, that game's great. It slows down a lot on the PS4 non-pro, which was the version I played. But again, like, I didn't want to buy a PS4 Pro in order to just get Control, because I'm not gonna buy all that many more PS4 games that'll run on it. So it's like, I'll get the slightly worse version if it saves me a couple $100.
The PS4 Pro, all that added graphical power or whatever, and it still like constantly freezes every time you try to record gameplay footage.
I wouldn't think it was added graphical power. It just had more horsepower so that things load faster. I think that was it. And things load fast and things run better. But it
has a
really
couple.
do
It has a
anything to
couple
enhance.
different perks, some of which are more obvious than others. Like the Wi-Fi adapter is better. That was always a problem I had with my vanilla PS4, is that the Wi-Fi was kind of like not great. But like, it also like still has the problem. It like one thing that like the Pro did that the vanilla never did. What was like, it had this problem where when I tried to upload footage to like Twitter and stuff from the recording thing, it would like every other time I try to go and do it, when you go into the trim tool so that you can trim it down to Twitter length, the thing will just hang forever.
Oh yeah, because like the PS4 back records like 15 minutes or something of
it can go up
game
to,
footage.
It
right?
can go up to an hour, depending on your
Yeah,
settings.
and that's probably why it's hanging, because it's trying to load God knows how many gigabytes of game footage, and it's crying as soon as you're trying to open up the.
Well, I think shit like that goes into a temporary memory cache.
Wait,
before
did you
it's
just call it a
permanently deleted
cache?
once you, like,
Well, the thing
cache,
is,
yeah,
with
so
with
cache.
an accent mark on it.
with a,
the thing
with a
is,
cache
when,
mark,
when
yes.
you go in,
I
when
was
you
gonna
go
say
into the
cancel.
trim tool, you've already saved the video file. What happens is the PS4 will freeze in the trim tool when it's trying to load like thumbnail images of whatever chunk of footage you're looking at.
Oh, that useless nonsense.
And
yeah,
it doesn't freeze, it just hangs, and then you can back out of it and then go back in, and it will still hang the next time you go in there. And it won't unhang itself until you've gone and done something else for a while and, I don't know, flushed the problem out of its memory or something. So...
It would have been better if I pronounced it as Caché.
I will walk all the way down to Georgia, and 2 to 3 weeks from now, smack you upside the head, and then walk all the way
This is
back.
assuming you survived the walk. I don't know. It's
And
kinda
my
cheap.
calves will be toned as hell. man.
2 to 3 weeks in a walk. That's a pretty fast walk. To get from Massachusetts to fucking Georgia.
Hold on. Let Google has just been my best friend today. Let's see how long Google thinks the walk is from where you are, from me to you.
Use Atlanta as a basis.
Okay, so from my house,
Hometown redacted. To
hometown
Atlanta,
redacted to, and I've got crap on my keyboard, so I can't type good. Here we go. Atlanta, Georgia. It's, hold on. Here we go. Let's see here. 362 hours, 1,092 miles. All right. Let's pull out the calculator and do a little bit of math here.
Is that walking speed?
Yeah, that's walking speed. Let's assume I walk for a straight 10 hours a day. That's 36 days, which is
Over a month.
That's over a month.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then in 1 month, I'll come and slap you
gives me plenty
upside
of
the
time
head.
to prep.
That's 1.25
Yeah.
months. You know,
No,
give or
it's a
take,
month and a
depending on
couple
if it's
days.
a leap year or February, because we're dumb and we decided to keep to the Roman system, even though the Roman system is skewed because the emperors had a month-length pissing contest at some point.
Oh yeah, that's funny because Julius is like, my month should be longer than the other month, and they just chop a day off of February, and then Augustus is like, my month's special too, and then he jumps another day off of February, and then poor February is just sitting there like, guys, can I be special too?
Please, sir, another day.
Another one.
Well, I think the moral of the story is if I'm going to mispronounce something, it's better to give it an exotic accent mark than just phonetically pronounce
Like
it.
catchy.
Otherwise, Ted will spend a month. Yeah, catchy. Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you though, my calves, they're gonna be like rock hard.
I believe it. I wonder how many other words I've been mispronouncing in my entire life.
Probably several, especially if they're foreign based. Like, you know, there's plenty of words that have been mispronounced for so long that they just become completely other words entirely. Like, that's kind of how the English language worked for a long time.
Well, yeah. We mispronounce things. We start using things for words they were never meant to be used for. And then your teacher who used to ask you, who used to like snarkily ask, I don't know, can you? Whenever you asked if you could do something. Now it no longer means anything because in the year of our Lord 2022,
Yeah,
nobody
my
fucking cares.
Stop being a smartass.
I don't know, can you go to the bathroom? Yes, actually, I can, because you held me up for 30 extra seconds and now I shit on the floor.
Can you clean that up?
I feel like
prick.
the may you, can you grammatical quibble was always pointless though, because like, yeah, there's supposed to be two different words for two different things, but it's the kind of thing where the context of the question clarifies which one you meant anyway. So
Or the teachers who were like, oh, are you going to go take a bath in the bathroom? Listen, I just need to take a shit. Let me go.
Listen, I'm sorry that your dad hated you. It has nothing to do with
Listen,
me.
everybody's dad hates them. Get in line.